Alaikum Fahim. The rose hips look really good this year.
Walaikum assalam. Yes, they do indeed. So today we're going to look at rose hips, which are these oval-shaped berries, not to be confused with the round berries that we have here. This is the hawthorn. So these are round, yeah, and the rose hip is an oval shape, like a rugby ball. So the rose hip obviously is produced on the rose bush. This is a wild rose. You can get them in the garden as well on your cultivated roses, and they're normally round, but these are oval shaped. And really, it's a wild rose that's packed full of nutrients. They're very beneficial, and there's loads of videos on YouTube explaining sort of the benefits of rose hips and what you can do with them.
Rose hip cough medicine, I think there is one.
Yeah. You can make tea, you can make jam, you can make drinks out of them. And in the past, we've made tea, because that's the easiest thing to do, really. And the way you do that is obviously you take the rose hips, you can blend it in a blender, and then obviously put it in some hot water and steep it for a while, and then obviously sieve it and drink the drink. They're not that tasteful.
No,
so you have
they didn't really have much taste at all, really.
No, they didn't. So you'd have to add a bit of honey or some sugar. But they're packed full of nutrients. So they're supposed to have the highest concentration of vitamin C, would you believe, more than oranges. And a little fact: during World War II, the government recommended people go out and forage for rose hips because there was a shortage of fruit, and obviously the government was thinking, we don't want people getting scurvy, which is lack of vitamin C. Yeah. And of course, people used to gather these, and obviously they use them.
It's free.
It's free, yeah. Obviously, whenever you're picking them, make sure you leave some behind for the wildlife. Let's just pick one and let's have a look inside, because what they have inside is some hairs, which can be an irritant. And during my school days, we used to use the hairs as itching powder, would you believe? I don't think people do that now.
Well, so here's a tip of how to do it if you want to.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut this open just to show you. At the moment, that the hips are very firm because they're early in the season, but after a sort of few months, they'll go soft after there's been some frost. And when they go soft, you can actually then squeeze the pulp out and actually eat the pulp. But at the moment, you won't be able to squeeze anything out because they're quite sort of firm. So when you open it up, I'm trying to open it, there's loads of seeds in there. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's loads of little hairs, tiny little white hairs as well, around the seeds. And those are the hairs which, we used to use as itching powder. So when you collect them, you can blend them. And like I said, you can put them in water straight away and then drink the tea, or you can blend them and then dry the rosehip sort of flakes. And then when you sieve the flakes, obviously all the hairs fall out, and then that will give you some dried rosehips which you can store and save for later use. And then you can, over the months, you can make tea. Just take a couple of spoonfuls, make tea out of the flakes, and obviously add some honey or sugar to taste.